This is a fun bike. If you're not having fun, what's the point, right? Yeah, it's not the fastest, probably hasn't got the best range either, but for me, it's quick off the mark. It's agile, because it's lightweight, goes quick, it stops quick. It's everything I'd want in a beginner motorcycle. Yeah, you can argue all day long whether this is actually a beginner motorcycle or not, and whether it's expensive or value for money or not, but I saved up, which meant I could afford to buy it, and it's the bike you have access to, or the bike you have, right? I always enjoy myself out on the roads riding this bike. You can learn on any bike you want, really. Whether it's a good fit for you, that's a totally different matter. And it's the bike you have, right? Or the bike you have access to, or that you can afford. It's those kind of things that really play into whether or not you're going to learn on a bike or not. This thing goes. It's not the fastest, it's not the slowest by any means, it's pretty quick off the mark for me, and it's fun, right? But yeah, nice, light, agile bike. I mean, a heavy bike can be agile too, but for a beginner, light means it's forgiving. I think that's what you want in a beginner bike, is you want it to be forgiving, so you can make a mistake or two and get away with it. And that kind of lightweight, agile nature, forgiving nature of the bike means that it was great for doing my emergency stops and like my U-turns and cone weave and my figure eights and that kind of thing. And it was quite forgiving when it came to stalling as well. You could stall it, but yeah, pretty good at not stalling, you could say. I mean, at moderate speed, this thing just goes through the sweeping turns very nicely, in my opinion. And yes, these aren't breakneck speeds, but this is where I'm at this point in my riding, and I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. So far, everything I've asked of this bike, it's done, and I'm probably the one holding the bike back, not the other way around. And as an urban commuter, I think if you want to commute on a bike like this, you can, for sure. It's comfortable to a point. I mean, any bike or any vehicle is comfortable to a point, right? So, even sitting on the couch watching the game, watching a movie or something, at some point you've got to get up and stretch your legs a little bit. So, yeah, I think it's comfortable for what it is. I don't think it's the most comfortable. Basically, it's comfortable until it isn't, and that's not unexpected, really. And the range, yeah, for commuting and stuff, totally fine. You're not going to have any issues there. If you want to do longer runs, greater distances, that kind of thing, you're going to have to increase the capacity. That's just the way it is, you know. Doesn't matter whether it's gas or electric. You're going to either need a bigger tank or a bigger battery. That's just the way it is. So, but at this point in my riding career, as it were, in my riding life, bike life, the range on this thing is totally fine for me. And like I say, through the moderate turns, not going too fast and that kind of thing, just eats up. I mean, this is a weapon on the track. This bike, in more capable hands, would be able to do a hell of a lot more than I'm doing with it, that's for sure. I don't think anyone's going to argue with me on that. And I think the build quality is pretty good. You know, there's a lot said on that, but I actually think the components on here are pretty good. And I think it's fairly good value for money. I mean, I'm always complaining about value for money, but I think for the size of bike and who it's aimed at, I think the components are kind of in that ballpark. And so far, they've done everything I've asked of them. And there's lots of aftermarket parts as well, so you can customize pretty much to your heart's content, or at least you make the bike look like your own. I haven't done much, but I don't know, I don't have tons of cash to splash, and I like the look of the bike. I think it looks cool, so all I've really done is change the mirrors. I mean, for me personally, the maintenance has been fairly low key. It's just been stuff like cleaning and lubing the chain and just trying to keep the bike clean and in fairly good condition. And the service intervals for me as a beginner rider worked out perfectly, because basically I wasn't doing more than the max distance per year, so the servicing was getting done at the dealership, and to keep the warranty on the bike you had to do that. So yeah, that kind of made my mind up on that one. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed having this bike, and for me it's a bit of a question at the moment, do I keep this bike? I'm always worried about finances and that kind of stuff, but I'm always trying to push myself as well. And two things that are on my mind at the moment is I'd like to start riding longer distances on the roads, but I'd also like to try riding off-road as well. So yeah, I need to try and figure out what I'm going to do with that one. So I said at the beginning that there was more than one bike that I learnt to ride on. So if you'd like to see what the other one was, I'll put that video on the screen right now. If it doesn't come up on your device, I'll put the link in the description so you can go check it out.
If it's not up yet, hit subscribe so you don't miss it when it drops. Stay safe, keep enjoying your riding. If you're looking to get into it, good luck with that. I got plenty of videos on how to get started and that kind of thing. And thanks for watching till the end. Ride smart, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.